Hi everybody and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video and gameplay. I decided that today I was going to throw my hat into the ring as well and come out with a spider deck. I actually created this deck at the beginning of the expansion, but kind of, didn't play it as much just because there were some more fun decks, more interesting concepts. Spiders has been done before. The reason why we created a new one was because there was a new card released, the Shrieking Spinner. I wanted to see how good this actually helped the spider archetype, and I can say pretty emphatically that the Shrieking Spinner is a great addition to the spider archetype and actually goes a long ways in helping our units get a little bit stronger, deal extra damage, and end up forcing us to a win, which is pretty cool. When it first was released, I was a little bit skeptical about it because just, spiders you kind of want to put out early. 4 mana, 4 cost unit, you're kind of getting on the edge of wanting to put a 4 cost spider unit into your deck because you want to be finishing the game pretty quickly and putting down and swarming your side of the board. So it is a little bit of tempo loss, but in a lot of situations we can have preserved a lot of our spiders, whether that's through not blocking or whatever, to be able to get a lot of use out of the Shrieking Spider. Not only that, the Shrieking Spinner is actually a very good addition on the defensive side. So you'll notice that its ability is for your offense, but its health stat is very decent for defense. This can pretty much block into any 4 cost unit in the game and a lot of 5 and 6 cost units as well, which is great. It can mitigate a ton of damage on the defensive side, so we're guaranteed basically to get at least 1 attack off with the Shrieking Spinner. That's a huge plus to the Shrieking Spinner. Not only that, it combos very well with Noxian Fervor. It's got a huge health stat. We can use this with Noxian Fervor if we need to get extra damage, and it can stay alive. So pretty cool in that regard as well. So yeah, you'll notice in this deck we've got a lot of spiders. What we want to do is swarm the board early, get a lease out, get things like the Frenzied Skitter out to get extra damage early on in the game, and then use the Shrieking Spinner as kind of our mid-game powerhouse to push our spiders a little bit further and get a little bit more attack damage out of them. And then the rest of the deck is pretty much card draw, card production, a little bit of healing, and then burn damage. So we've got we got Unto Dusk. So first of all, Stalking Shadows for card production, Unto Dusk, which combos with the Doom Beast. At the worst, Unto Dusk is a 2 mana draw 1, which isn't the best, but a lot of times this can replenish our hands. And then at the best, it's a Nightfall activate that gives us extra burn damage with the Doom Beast. We can reactivate its Nightfall and drain 2 from the enemy nexus, which is cool, which compounds really nicely with Stalking Shadows. We can look for Doom Beast at the end of the game to get burst speed wins off, which is pretty cool. Noxian Fervor, again, extra burn and extra reach. Same thing with Decimate. We are messing around a little bit with the amount of each of these spells in the deck. Unto Dusk may be a little bit too high at 2. Maybe we want to go down to 1. I like the card draw though at the moment, and it does work really well with the Doom Beast. So we are kind of working on that. And yeah, only 2 Decimates. And basically I'm running 2 Decimates at the moment because 5 mana is kind of a little bit of mana to be spending. Again, kind of the same problem that we were running into with the Shrieking Spinner. We want to be able to win before we have to spend a ton of mana on things like Decimate, so we've brought it down to 2 instead of the 3. So I've had a lot of success with this deck. You'll see in the gameplay today that a lot of the games are pretty fast, and so this is actually a pretty good deck to climb a ladder with. Yeah, I've had pretty fun games with this, and if you're into aggro decks and spider decks in general, this has been pretty fun. So if you guys enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks. Okay, we are going against a Callista, Freljord, Shadow Isles, probably a They Who Endure deck. That's usually what this deck list is. Let's keep everything but the Decimate. End up getting a House Spider as well, which is pretty good, and a Precious Pet for turn 1 here, so pretty good. And we don't really want to trade into this either. So So we may just take the open attack next round before you can get anything down for chip damage, because I don't really want to attack with my house spider. Turn to play. What could he possibly have that would make me want to stop playing the house spider? I guess we go for it. Let's stay on curve. Alright, I'm glad I did it now, so we can just attack here. He lets us get the damage in, so he's down to 15. We can use Frenzied Skitter this next round, which, I mean, or I guess we could go with Elise now. Well, I think Frenzied Skitter is the appropriate play. Again, we just want to stay on curve. We got the Shrieking Spinner here as well. And I mean, it sucks that he had that card too, but what can you do? We're gonna skip. I don't think we have enough here.
There's nothing to fear.
I don't really see the point in attacking with this Shrieking Spinner. Awesome. Deny the draw. Levels up his Callista, but he was doing that anyway, so that doesn't really matter. And we can pass, and we actually have the Shrieking Skitter as well, which is a pretty good got a decent health stat, so it's going to be able to chunk out these units and block into them pretty nicely. Oh, that's annoying. I think we just block like this. This sucks. Sucks that he's got the Escaped Abomination. Alright, I really need to look for my, jeez, look at this. Look for, hope that I draw the, hope that I draw the Doom Beast. Alright, so we need something to have at least 4 damage to kill this, so unfortunately we do have to sacrifice one of our Shrieking Spinners here. This is the wrong way to do this. This. We gotta do this the right way. We'll get this right eventually. Alright, so we're gonna kill everything. We got the better hand than he does anyway.
What does he want from me?
And yeah, we really want to find the Doom Beast.
We weren't expecting orders.
Let's go ahead with Decimate.
Oh, fresh soil.
That's annoying. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna see who he pulls.
The road follows. To get me out of here.
And I think we have to go for this one here because the Elise is living, so unless he's got something here, we're okay. I really doubt he's going to have... I mean, he could. A Withering Well, which would suck for sure. I think we gotta play the Arachnoid Horror here. Yeah. Alright, got the Spider win. I was close. I was close. Actually, those Shrieking Spinners ended up being super key to us winning that game. Buffing up and being able to take out all of his units as well. Alright, we're going against a deep deck. A deep deck. This has been making a comeback. I've been seeing a lot of deep recently. I don't really like what I see here. We're going to get rid of everything. I need to find some earlier cards. So we end up getting another Noxian Fervor. Let's go with the Hapless Aristocrat. And turn 2 play. I mean, we do have it. Let's go ahead with Precious Pet. Let's see if he's got a Vile Feast or something. Alright, if he does, he's not going to do that. Lure of the Depths. Alright. I like this Arachnoid Sentry. It's nice. Depending on what he does this round as well, we can either use, what do we go for now? I actually think we just spread out here. We can block with the Hapless Aristocrat. Gonna free up this other Spiderling, and we can put out the Frenzied Skitterer this next round and hope that he doesn't have Withering Well or something. I haven't seen Withering Well in a deep deck, but I mean, okay, I guess he's only at 4 mana anyway, so it doesn't matter. I like this Noxian Fervor as well. Nice. So yeah, we're just going to attack with everything here. I think this is fine.
The Blessed Isles live through me.
Let's go for the Arachnoid Horror. Like, he needs to drag Dredgers, right? Like, yeah, I don't think he's got it. And I mean, we're just gonna use this Arachnoid Sentry as well. We're just trying to spread out as much as possible here. I'm just using this guy because he's got 3 attack damage, right? And we're trying to just do as much damage as possible and finish off the game with Noxian Fervor. This is actually a really good card too. It allows us to search for Doombeast. So if he's got something like Grass Spear, if he's got something like Withering Well, we can mitigate a little bit of that with Noxian Fervor, but yeah. That's exactly what we want. Exact lethal. Let's see if he's got... Yeah. Okay, and he could have had Vile Feast there, but he did not. That was really the only thing that he could have had to save him. I mean, Stalking Shadows or something, I guess. Not Stalking Shadows, whatever the one is. He could have had, but overall, There wasn't a lot he could do there. Okay, we are going against a Twisted Fate. Aphelios deck. Builds water and Targon. I kind of like Shrieking Spinner. Let's keep that and Stalking Shadows and hope to get some earlier cards in. We do. We get House Spider, Frenzied Skitterer, and now we've got the Hapless Aristocrat. I really like this into Twisted Fate.
Night flowers upon my blade.
So here we have our Hapless Aristocrat. This is an excellent card to stop any potential attackers. And yeah, we're just going to put out the House Spider now. And we'll probably just attack with the two little ones.
One star's whoopsie is another spark.
No.
Offer the trade and see if he goes for it. He does not, and that tells me that there is a very good chance that he has Twisted Fate in his deck. Or in his hand. I mean, I know it's in his deck. Can we pass? I think we can pass. And I think we go for the Shrieking Spinner here, and we have enough for Noxian Fervor if he does have Twisted Fate. And I mean, this is just common, right? But like, what's really the point of doing that? Probably should have used Noxian Fervor with this Spiderling first, but let's go ahead and just attack with everything now.
Oh, you're interesting.
Are we going? Okay, we're going to take out Twisted Fate. Guess he could have top decked the... Yeah. Okay.
I'm out.
For card draw, I guess? I don't know.
Deal me in.
Second Twisted Fate, and he's just going straight for the kill here.
All that glitters.
Let's go ahead with, House Spider or Doom Beast. It's actually kind of a hard choice here. I've got more spiders. I think we go with House Spider. And let's do Precious Pet, I think. I think we're going to use that into Vile Feast here.
Like this.
And we've got a lot of spiders now. Alright, so let's go with House Spider. Now, do we go for Frenzied Skitterer or do we go for the Shrieking Spinner? So, this grants spiders. I think we go for the Shrieking Spinner. We can't use, you know, the Frenzied Skitterer plus Vile Feast. So I think we're just going to go for the Shrieking Spinner. And he would have to preemptively hush this to stop me from getting a lot of value.
Let him think it's luck.
This is a lot of damage. He just lets it go. Alright, we're not really, you know... Let's see, at 5 of 8. We are a little bit susceptible to a red card now. One, two, three of our units have less than enough life to survive. Alright, so he's just going for the bigger card this next round. So we probably go for Elise. Level her up, kill the Twisted Fate with the Precious Pet. And with the Elise.
There's nothing.
So we go Elise. I actually think we need to replace one of these. So I need units with more than 1 life to be on the board here.
They forced us to choose death or the blade.
And we're gonna kill this thing.
We must all make sacrifices.
We need to be able to get an open attack here. I mean, there's very little potential for me to actually. Well, there's a little bit, but him having what's it called, the heal 5. And we don't want to pull with that, so I think what we do here, we want to pull with this. That doesn't stop her from hitting, though. Yeah, okay. He actually could have stopped me there. It was pretty close. Really close, actually. But he hushed the Elise. I actually think he needed to hush something else. I'm not really sure if he could have won there. But, I mean, with the cards that he had, right? But if he had had the, why can't I think of the name right now? The 5 heal card, then he could have potentially won that game. But just after you level TF, he's just so oppressive and really hard to deal with, and we're spiders too, so a lot of low health units. We would have needed, I guess, the Doom Beast or Noxian Fervor at that point to have won the game, but maybe got a little bit lucky there, especially with the heal cards. All he needed was even 1 guiding touch, and he would have had enough to stop himself from losing there. Alright, we're going against the Lucian Azir deck. Pretty aggressive as well. Ours is pretty aggressive. Let's see. I like Vile Feast for Valor. Kind of like Shrieking Spinner as well. Let's get rid of Stalking Shadows and try to get something a little bit earlier, and we do. We get Precious Pet. I like that. We got the turn 1 action here, so having a something to play is kind of good. Doomkeeper is pretty much the only thing coming out here. Alright, so he's got an Ancient Preparation, so that's fine. The kind of bad thing about our hand, actually, no, not really. The only non-spider really is Doom Beast, so we're pretty good. Arachnoid Horror is good. He just goes for Lucian. We're gonna go for Arachnoid Horror here, and we'll look probably to open attack this next round. We could use the second Arachnoid Horror. Let's see what we get here as well. We get an Elise. Let's go ahead and just attack here. Yeah. I could see him having a Valor.
Sharima, your emperor has returned.
Alright, let's go with the Elise. And if he develops, if he attacks, we probably just let it go through. Ooh, 2 Vile Pieces, nice. We probably just let it go through. It's quite a bit of damage, but he also can't really stop us either. So there's the Valor. That's awesome. This is exactly what we want. And he probably won't have a way to stop it. If he's got Shaped Stone, we've got the second Vile Feast. So we'll end up getting two Spiderlings. So if he's got another one as well. But look at him. He thinks he's so smart. I shouldn't troll this guy. I mean, we got lucky too that we had two Vile Feasts, but both of his scouts are gone now, which is great. And now we don't even need to attack here, and we can develop this Shrieking Spinner this next round. In fact, we may block with this Elise. I actually think we block with the Elise here. He's at 0 mana. I might as well just get rid of this. Block some damage coming in here. I don't really see a problem with that. And we can play Shrieking Spinner. He's down to 3 cards here. Our Elise is leveled up, so we can kill the Lucian here. Now the question is, I think we go for the Shrieking Spinner. That's annoying. That's annoying, for sure. We have to let him rally here, but I think this is worth taking the damage. Or, well, wait, yeah, we just win. Not taking the damage, letting him rally. He can't block these guys. He's got 3 cards. They don't normally run single combat or really anything defensive since it's a super aggressive deck and our opponent surrenders. So there we go. We had enough just to win the game flat out there with our buff from the Shrieking Spinner. So that's pretty cool. And then if he'd had a way, very unlikely that he does. That is just a super aggressive deck. They usually just go for as much damage as they possibly can. Just kind of like ours is, right? And so there's not a lot of ways that they have to protect their units. He could have had Shaped Stone and then he would have needed to block with the Azir. That's really the only thing that he could have had. But yeah, they're just looking to be super aggressive, and we kind of outpaced them there. Got a little lucky with the Vile Feasts on his Valors. He had 2 Valors, we had 2 Vile Feasts, so kind of evened out and ended up working really well for us.